in this scenario, do you think it would be worth it to pick up a Dairoth?
There are 3 heroes, I think, to match against Uranus. The first of all is Dairet, I know. And the second one is Esmeralda, because Uranus will have Absorb ability or Shield. And the third one, I think it's underrated hero, but you can still use it. It's Jawhead.
Oh!
Yeah, Jawhead damage so painful, especially when Jawhead using Assassin's Emblem. I think using only Smart Missile, it will cut Uranus HP by half.
Oh, that's an interesting option. So just let it go. Try to counter, try to beat Yudu at their own game as we are heading into the drafts here for game number 2 between the Singaporean and the Malaysian representatives, the 2 left standing. And you can see here Yudu have opted for first pick Flash with the second. Kadita gonna be the choice of ban from Yudu once again. Still, why? Is this a respect ban towards Flash?
I think so, because the Kadita was very annoying from Team Flash. That's why they didn't want to meet the Kadita, especially if they want to use the idle mid lane, like Farsha when using the Feather Airstrike, or even Yif when using the Remote Manipulation. So they didn't want to take the risk, that's why they just closed the Kadita. But Ling now is closed. They respect the Ling from Kyrie. They didn't want to give it.
Yeah, it seems like they do not want to first pick it, but they do not want to let it go as well, right? So they really understand that the sling is very expensive. And now this is going to be a... looking at the drafts here, right, from last match, that earlier morning, they prio the Lancelot.
First pick?
Yeah, they pick it up first. And this time, Team
Uranus.
Flash immediately insta-banning in the first phase that Uranus.
But they are laughing when they see Uranus, right? If you see at that camera, they are know like, okay, you can ban my Uranus. I have a lot of heroes more than this.
Oh, what's that movement there?
That's the
He
joy.
was pulling a Sans a little bit there on screen. But there you go. Here, so they're not going to try and counter the Uranus. They just want to ban it out in general. They now go for the Joy here for the side of Yudu,
Last ban
eliminating that. And I do believe that it could be a last ban Arlet. What else is left? I think if you want to, you can go for the Ling ban. Sorry, the Lancelot ban.
So no contest at all.
Yeah, exactly. No contest at all.
Either
they
the
already
Valentina or the Arlet, right? Maybe. I don't know. Lancelot, sure, it can be banned out.
Yep. Wait, it's
Whoa,
supposed
whoa,
to be
whoa.
me to push up,
Then
Leo.
Kumangai
Yeah.
or
Flexing.
Leo
Ooh.
is showing Coleus how
His
it's
muscle.
done.
Yeah. It's how to do the push up,
That's
Leo.
how you do a push-up, Coleus.
Thank you, Leo.
Okay.
So yeah, our lot is banned, so they didn't want to give Gojes his comfort heroes, I think. That maybe they gonna choose another heroes that Gojes never picked before.
See value in me?
As Fredrin, I mean.
Whoa.
Fredrin. This could still honestly be flexed into the jungle, but I'm not so sure about how effective it is at the moment.
They used it before, right? Skies.
They did.
Uh-huh.
They did.
That's why.
They did. Very iffy, right? I mean, last time around it was Lance that was prioritized. But these Lance, yeah, exactly. It's gonna be leaving the Lance open for Flash to pick up. And they add the Valentina. Wow.
Yves or
It's
Farsa.
interesting draft. Yves or Farsha might be good, but Yves might be better because have the absorb ability when using the regulation, and then maybe more Aurea, utility, slow evac, or Kaja. Kaja can be good too.
You know what? I think I don't mind the Kaja, right? Kaja here can work well, but then again, Divine Judgment can be picked up by Valentina. So
Yeah.
they really need to somehow maybe with, let's be patient here. Let's not get ahead
There's
of
a risk.
ourselves. But maybe, I don't know, I'm
Could be
biased.
Beatrix.
I like the Grok.
Beatrix
Could be
Franco?
an MM here.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, there you
Franco
go.
Farsha.
Had a feeling it's gonna be Farsa. I think in this game, what I'm sensing from the drafts for the side of Yudu Giants is they want to be able to level out that early game from the side of Flash. But now it gets scary because Lancelot can dive into the back line. And so can Edith. Honestly, flicker in, Mountain Shocker. Not Mountain Shocker. Is it called? No, Earth Shatter.
Or
Shatter.
Shadow.
Earth Shatter, and it can always just cancel out that Feather Airstrike.
Even it makes super red think twice if he want to use the marksman like someone who can easily being targeted by Edith later. That's why on the second banning phase, Brody, they didn't want to make super red comfortable about that.
Yeah, I think banning out marksman that has range should be the prio here from Flash, right? Wouldn't be surprised if they ban out the Leslie last ban there. But let's see here, Yudu, what will they go for here, right? The Kaja ban makes sense because they have yet to pick up a roamer. Or, you know what, Kufra ban also is good. Makes sense, but they will eliminate one of West Mode's signature hero, and that is the Beatrix.
I agree with you. I agree with the Leslie ban here for the side of Team Flash. If they want to play pickoff, if they want to play front to back, then that's definitely an option that Yudu can go for. Eliminating here would be wise. I don't know how comfortable Melissa is for the side of Yudu. Does Super Red like picking up the Melissa?
I think
not sure.
so. Historically, you have to be able to pick up the Melissa, but
But yeah, if they banning Leslie, they are like preventing that Leslie cannot get hit by them because Edith is not the heroes who can dive into the back line, but 1-1, we forget about it. So no 1-1.
1-1 here. So yeah, a lot of options still for marksman, right? You got the Melissa, you got the Leslie. Perhaps will Yudu commit to a marksman ban?
Maybe Cho ban is an option for Yudu here.
I like it.
I think,
man.
yeah, I think there were a lot of moments that Jay was able to create on the Cho, and now that they're going against something like the Farsa who's super vulnerable to that kind of movements, it's definitely an option that Yudu can do to eliminate that. Grok also is an option if they want to cover the Farsa a little bit better.
Or maybe if they want to prevent the Edith going to be the roamer, maybe they can ban Yuzong, but Grok is the option.
Yeah, you mentioned Grok, right? I mean, Grok has been prio. They really do not want that let go as well, considering they have a vulnerable, juicy target in that Farsa. And keep in mind this hero, right? Atlas. This actually might come because actually Flash has that last pick. Have to see here, perhaps Atlas can be picked last, so they might secure a hero in that gold lane first. You know what? I don't mind the Leslie here. Leslie is a good pick.
Yeah, because if they want to pick Atlas on the last pick, when the Atlas get hooked by Franco, it's gonna be a good news for him because it got the position to do the battling, but Kari. It's a good option though because Kari can destroy the defensive heroes like Fredrin or even Franco using his true damage.
Yeah. It's a good hero. It's a solid pick, right? But then again, it spikes towards that mid, towards that late. You need 3 items at least for Carry to somehow deal that damage.
Okay, then fight true damage with true damage.
Leslie,
Pick
right?
up the Leslie. I think that's an option that Yudu can take now.
Yeah, based on the range, Leslie gonna won. But based on the damage, we gonna see because Kari have more attack speed, but Leslie have more burst damage.
Let's see here. Leslie and perhaps an assassin.
For the jungler, right?
Ooh, so
If
it's
the
not
Frederick
Frederick
is not
Jungle?
Jungle.
Helkert. Oh, Martis,
Okay.
Melissa. I want to see Helkert, honestly. But yeah, it's going to be the Martis here. Sakai's has rocked the Martis.
Before.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, that's why we gonna see like Martis is a good matchup against Lancelot, by the way. Because he got the immunity using the Mortal Coil, even the Asura Aura can stop Lancelot from running away. But we're gonna see on the last pick. Still, Atlas is a good pick if they want to use it right now.
I like it. If not the Atlas, perhaps the Kufra might work, right? To provide more cover, to be that. Yeah, Kufra now. Because the Melissa, if it's a Leslie, if it was a Leslie pick, I'd rather have the Atlas. But because it's Melissa, I'd rather have the Kufra on my comp.
For the surprise attack, right? Tyrant Revenge, Flicker, and then the Tyrant Rage gonna mass Melissa up.
Yeah, nice call. Kufra it is. So you can see already a shift in the gameplay or the strategy that, of course, the Yudu Red Giants want to go for. I think they want to rely more on that early game. I think they want to push the tempo. They don't want to pop off later on, I feel. I think they really want to push the issue. on to the members of Flash. So with that being said, let's see how both of these compositions are going to work out. We'll throw it to the casters.
A potential last game, two teams might need to pull out some magic, just like this.
Whoa!
Just like that.
I was in the bathroom. We're not going to shake hands, but I think we can all understand the testament that this is going to be a dirty game between the two. Edith once more, but this time in the EXP lane.
Yeah, we saw Edith pop up earlier in the day. It worked well for Team Flash. Can they replicate it and force a game number 3? Or will you say, not again, no more game 3s, let's end it here. The potential final game of the challenge season. A slot to Jakarta at stakes. And as you see here, the two junglers starting it off, Skies with an MVP performance earlier. Can he replicate that magic yet again?
He wants to do it. He wants to do it bad. And with the Martis and with a good early game, it's definitely possible. I think, Gani already covered it, but with Jay on this Kufra, it could be a little bit of an issue just to get some initial engagements, but more so just to peel. Iron Hook lands, Jay responds, the Shocker gets a walk away for free as Zach QT doesn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, and the reason why we see the Scooper up against that Franco is something that we mentioned that Yobik, or we know him as Kiboy, learned how to do is if you just have the right timing and some tough boots, you can actually cut off the hook animation, like just near the end. And these two will once again be the focal point for the two teams who can set up first, or will Pancake just be godly again on the hooks?
Pancake is just going to be annoying, as a matter of fact, resetting the Beetle to slow him down while Martis has already figured it out. Top side cleared already, and now making his move towards the bottom side of the map. Kufra is going to spot him out, though, and the information being given is going to tell Team Flash it's time to go.
Yeah, jog my memory if it's correct. Oh, is this the first time we've seen a weakness finder on a Lancelot? It's usually on the Ling.
That's the thing, right? I was imagining that maybe for Kyrie he was going to go, if he had access to his Ling, it would have been not bad, right? But in this case, I think Kyrie understands he's trying to run down his opponents. He's trying to allow the rest of his team to actually flood on in. He's not guaranteed for the kill. Now for this upcoming turtle, let's see, Vegs, he's right on top of Zach QT, and he's going to force the ultimate as well. Enough auto attack should put him out of his misery, but Zach QT's still alive. Jay looking for the initial top of the first blood has already been achieved. His Pancake hits an Iron Hole onto Shocker. That's a second decimate chain as he runs down Jay, looking for that third Gojess. Gonna be going in. Jay quickly locking them up before flickering away. Not another chain, no more.
And I feel like this is why Red Giants drafted that Martes again. They don't want game number 3 anymore. They want the capability to punish the mistakes of Team Flash, and that's an easy double kill there for Skies.
And we're not even talking about the EXP lane matchup of Edith versus Gojess, right? It comes down to just game knowledge. How much damage can you roughly estimate in both modes?
Yeah, but that Red Giants does need to watch out for that Edith. If they're not careful, Vegs is going to be the guy dealing out the counter punishes on them. If for Red Giants, it's the Martis. For Team Flash, it's that Edith.
I'm foreseeing a situation where they kind of forget that Edith does a lot of damage. She pops out from the mech and gets that 1v1 against Super Red. She's going to buy a lot of time.
And item update on the two marksmen. Already built up a corrosion scythe for Super Red. West Mode still on the way to his first item. So just a slight lead here for Super Red in terms of the items, but probably he got that mainly because of Red Giants getting the turtle.
With 2 kills up, they haven't really developed their gold lead more than 1,000. Oh, finally getting it, but on top side, we're seeing a full commitment here and a rotation from Kyrie. All right, Gojess is still alive. This dive doesn't look very satisfying just yet, so Team Flash just going to back off, play it slow.
And it's interesting, as you saw Vegs and Kyrie position topside for a potential gank onto Gojess, you actually saw Jay and West Mode hug the backside of their turret in the bottom lane, thinking that Red Giants will mirror that strat. But no, Red Giants have just been hugging the mid lane and that turtle, and they're primed for it right now.
Feather airstrike is good. Sky's trying to close the distance, forcing Kyrie to use the Phantom Execution to maintain. He does not want to get decimated again.
Let's see if if you Red Giants will use that information that Kyrie is slow to already start off the turtle. They do no purple buff needed, says Skies. Let's get this second turtle for you, do Red Giants right away.
I like the play. I like the play. YRG will secure this, no problems whatsoever, and they don't even dedicate their marksman or pancake to even get into position. They're just trying to keep alive down on the bot side. Jay charging up, looking for the opportunity. Goes for Super Red, just a little short, and now he's locked out of position. Feathered airstrike from Shocker, going to look for the return, but there's just not enough damage. They've already lost Jay, and now this dive has completely and utterly failed.
That was instinctual by Super Red. Usually where Jay landed is where most marksmen would position themselves, but he said, I'll move just a little bit to the left, and then Jay was just counter-punished, and you do Red Giants. Let's see if they can go for this bot lane tower.
The Phantom Execution looks good. Feathered airstrike in response. They find the trait regardless. Kyrie finds one for himself, and Super Red ends up dying.
Super Red goes down, and that is the dream scenario right now for Team Flash in West mode, sidestepping not just one, but two abilities coming out of that Franco and that Farsa respectively, as Team Flash now looks like they're going to try it again to break this bot lane tower.
They've already don't have to deal. Oh, Feather Airstrike coming out, forcing out the wings by wings. All the defensive maneuvers are out, and I don't know. But Team Flash has already made his second attempt to re-dive, but here comes Skies coming in from the tri-brush, an awkward angle, forcing Shocker to flicker away. Jay is just going to hop on out of there.
Man, too fast were the fingers there of Shocker, able to avoid getting bit by Pancake, who flickered forward, really thinking that he could land a bite onto that Valentina, but just as we thought, Team Flash were on the way to bring that bot tower. A counter yet again by Red Giants. They have their eyes set here down bottom.
They're trying to play for strong side, and they're going to get this tier 1. Jay looking for an opportunity. Gets on 2. Is able to lock down Super Red, but Skies is able to get the decimate on towards Valentina and chain it into Kufra. Nicely played by Yudu Red Giants, expecting the counter engage.
Skies, what a read, saying, you know, I'm going to stop them from the backup. Jay's setup will amount to nothing there. What a play there by Skies. Topside, though, that was a break by Vegs onto the XP lane tower, the first tier there. Now let's see if, dodge.
Phantom Execution out of there into the bite, allowing Super Red to secure the kill. Now they're on top of Vegs, and they even are going to secure that kill for Zach QT. They're like, we don't really care about this anymore. We've got all the turtles. Jay just inches away from connecting onto Skies, and look at the map pressure they're applying.
The map is turning red. Not the color, but the name of Red Giants, as they are slowly whittling away the resources and the map presence of Team Flash. Super Red gets another turret up top. Faster goal now. This Melissa, I'm sure, has the items she needs to deal damage. Pancake, if ever he gets punished, just built up an immortality. Let's see if Team Flash will be able to play around that, while Zach QT just picked up a Winter Truncheon. Golden Staff for West mode.
Oh, he was expecting Gorgeous to do something different, and now the response! They're trying to lock down Jay, but in the meantime, the Appraiser's Wrath already comes out. The free hits from Melissa already finds one. Vex is now on the run. He gets hit by the Retribution, and Zach QT gets the double.
Red Giants are in the zone. They feel it. They smell the airport, the airplane food already. They want to fly to Jakarta. Little by little, the dream is getting closer. Challenge finals within their grasp. And
a flicker hook of a lifetime takes him out, but in the meantime, bottom side, the tier 2 getting chunked down to 50%. Jay, come on, you gotta make something happen here. He finds one, but that's not the ideal target, and even the Feathered Airstrike has been utilized. This tier 2 will fall no matter what. Bot side tier 2 is traded by Kyrie, but again, the positional advantage.
Red Giants, the read on how Team Flash want to play the game. Earlier in Game 1, we were mentioning Team Flash played like they understood Red Giants so well. They were responding to everything Red Giants was doing. Now, it's the opposite story. It's Red Giants finally fully downloading Team Flash and how they want to rotate, as they are trying to grasp at something here, an opportunity to turn this game around, to ensure that clock doesn't strike midnight on the Cinderella dream of Team Flash flying to Jakarta.
Let's see how that dream is going to play out, right? Because it's a 4v5 down bot side. The suppression is good. Feather Airstrike to find Jay. That's the enabler. But notice topside this entire time, Yudu Red Giants have been sticking together. The tier 2s might collapse at the cost of Lord.
Oh, tier 2 not going to be pushed out by West mode. He fears for his own life, and Go just feels it. He doesn't see it. Oh, but he cancels the recall. Meanwhile, here's the Lord.
No. I mean, they've already got Kyrie. It's a mega kill, but they lose the tier 2 on top side. I am getting a lot of PTSD.
Yeah.
This better not be a base race right at the very end.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Red Giants are telling each other, remember, frick's sake, remember what happened to us.
I don't know. It makes me nervous to see indecision. But now Jay, he jumps right on top of Pancake. It's good. The Feathered Airstrike is going to get him out of there in the meantime. But eventually, this really isn't going to result in much. But ZachQT continues to go forward, and even Gojas as well. Feathered Airstrike being stolen back by the IMU. Flickering forward, gets all three. A good muddle setup, and they only find one. Jay sacrifices life for hire.
Fast hands, the flicker taunt coming out of that Fredrin with Jay down. 17 seconds until he returns. Red Giants with an 8,000 gold lead. 4 turrets remaining on the map for Team Flash. Can they hold on?
Flash, they need to do everything that they can. What are they willing to sacrifice here, in a matter of fact? Feather Airstrike comes in, and it's big damage. ZachQT is huge, and even Vex can't deal with it. They're getting zoned out from their inhibitors, but they still clear the wave, and that's more than they could ask for.
Red Giants, what a journey it has been so far for them. Team Flash, they cannot handle all the poke damage coming out of that Farsa, coming out of the Melissa. Another play, another fight.
Yeah, trying to make another attempt. Gojas is really out of position, but in the meantime, the inhibitor finally falls. Gojas says, that doesn't even tickle me. 50%, more like a chance to one-shot. Still trying to lock anybody down, but in the meantime, you're going to sacrifice this bot side inhibitor. Jay makes a play! He finds one. ZachQT gets out of the way, but Pancake locks him down for the Feathered Airstrike, and now Team Flash are deterred. They can't do any more than this. Jay still trying on the last legs of this race.
Flash are deterred, but Red Giants are determined. They do not want to let go. Jay, again, another highlight reel setup. Let's be real about it. But he gets countered right away, bit by a Franco, and just bursted by Red Giants.
Yeah, Super Red, his positioning is great, but ZachQT's fast hands really coming into play. His Purifies have been so good.
Oh man, ZachQT looking like an absolute cutie with how he's playing right now. Look at the numbers on the members of Red Giants. 009 for Gojas, 4011 for Farsa, 2011 for Pancake. The only one who's been taken out is Super Red, but he's fine. He has all his items.
Yep. And I love the fact that you do Red Giants are giving respect to Team Flash, right? We're not seeing ZachQT go for Holy Crystal. He's like, Winter Truncheon, I need that now.
Oh man. Red Giants, can they seal the deal here? Will Team Flash find a miracle? And it cannot be understated. A miracle is what they'll need as a conceal play by Red Giants. Comes in.
Vex is going to spot this. Oh no, he cancels it! The Feather Airstrike is going to go on focus down on towards Kyrie's side. If he dies here, that's going to be a free Lord. Oh, and the Decimate chases him. Melissa finds the kill. But you do Red Giants, they got to maintain their waves. They got to maintain their waves.
Yeah, they have to watch out for those side lanes.
Hey, yo, bottom side, though.
Oh, are they really gonna... Okay, no, they're not gonna lose the inhibitor up top, but yeah, at that point, it's just a tickle away. Consider that lost already. You can honestly walk up to that and basic attack it. Here comes Vex, here comes Jay. But yeah, his Kyrie's gone. No contest here, not too heavy.
Oh, they're going to start the fight. They're trying to slow them down to get this backdoor going. Vex is going to get locked down. Doesn't really matter for him. Goes out of the mech, ends up dying to the Decimate regardless. Now, this is where it gets very dangerous. It's going to be a free Lord. The setup from Team Flash, their one opportunity to bounce back. You do Red Giants, do not bite the bait.
The split push threatened. The presence of ZachQT enough to ensure that no history will be repeated. No split push yet again. The problem here for Team Flash, Super Red just built his Haas Claws. It's going to be difficult to take down this Melissa if you cannot burst him down. But that's the question. Do they have the damage? The answer for Flash, it doesn't seem like it. The answer for ZachQT, yes, I do.
Skies, he needs the recall here. It's really important that he maintains the same pace and, more importantly, don't lose an inhibitor tower down bot side. ZachQT is going to be the one going for it, but they've canceled it, right? It's a little late. They're denying the information, waiting until the very last second. Oh no! It's open. Why? They're going to go to try, but it looks like Lancelot is going to actually go for the recall. It's going to be a full fight, but Vex is already down thanks to the Bloody Hunt, and now they're crashing it off the waves. The Feathered Airstrike is good, and that's GG. Well played, as the U2 Red Giants have conquered their demons.
The clock strikes midnight. The glass slipper fits beautifully onto the feet of Red Giants. They are now going to Jakarta sweeping Team Flash, revenge complete. What a story for you, dude.
Oh, what a tug of war. At the very end, Team Flash, they made the right call to try and set up for that back door, but the waves, the proxying of the waves, the single sliver of health on that siege minion was not enough for him to say, yes, I can base race this.
Yeah, you cannot fault Kyrie for going back home. Not enough life when that